Oh, whistle while you work. Well, I'm on my way to work. Good morning. It's 5:14 a.m. here before the sun rises on the East Coast, Boston, Massachusetts, United States of America. 14 minutes. Are you kidding me? No, that will adjust. Hopefully. I mean, sheesh. Cheese and crackers. Jeekers Jack. Jumpin' Jehoshaphat. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I hear a train. Or do I? Maybe. Welcome to the Gratitude List Show. How are you? Oh boy. This is where we talk about gratitude. First thing in the morning, I wake up with 8 things to be grateful for in my heart. Usually there's an Ashmont train that leaves the station. Right about now, it's on the schedule. There is a schedule. If you didn't know it, the subway has a schedule.
Grieving train arrives in 12 minutes. The first deadline train is scheduled to arrive at 6:01.
Oh boy, well, uh-oh. Unhoused people. You probably hear them in the background. And, yeah, thank you. Yeah. Open the borders and let's not be very helpful to those that really need it. I don't know. I don't have answers. All I have are more questions. Get our proper background. Let's have some gratitude first thing in the morning. Yeah, if you hear someone shouting, that's the unhoused person at 5:15 a.m. in some kind of chemical stupor. And let's talk about gratitude real quick. I wake up every day with 8 things to be grateful for. I am grateful and blessed for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, and a proper breakfast. I got a solid night's sleep. It's like I woke up and I was still tired and I really wanted to sleep in and some more. And, but I slept all through the night. Let's see. Oh, wow. And did the system go kablooey? All of a sudden it says just Ashmont train in 50 minutes and Braintree train in 60 minutes. Uh-oh. That's the life on the MBTA. It really is. I'm usually very grateful and blessed for public transportation. And, it's allowed me to live a car-free life for half a century. I have a license. I have a driver's license. I use it occasionally. Like, not even like once a year. It takes me 15 minutes to remember how much I love to drive. It really does. Yeah, so I woke up this morning after a good night's sleep and I was, just rolled out of bed and put on the kettle, take your panic pills. take your cholesterol statin. Take your vitamins and your minerals. I take vitamins and minerals. I take zinc and magnesium. You think they would make an announcement if the system went kablooey to be like this, that, and the other thing. I don't know. I'm just here for the ride, huh? And but yeah, gratitude has changed my life. It's made me see my purpose better. It's given me more perspective. I suffer from the chronic mopies, the chronic angries, and the chronic lonelies. I've never felt more alone in my life, in my adult life. I felt alone and pathetic and useless. Yeah, huh? And I know I'm not alone, really. It's terrible, especially for those who love me are out there listening to this, being like, you're not alone. Well, I'm not spiritually or emotionally alone. I am, though. It's my fault. It's my karma. But I could really use a hug or a kiss or someone that's, I'm single. I've been single for a very long time. And I've never felt more lonelier than right now. It's been 2 weeks to the day after my mom passed away. And every day has been a struggle, and sometimes I don't feel like I'm properly grieving. And I feel guilty about that and shame. But I'm okay. It's just more of like I've never felt lonelier. It's never been more illuminated. It's never been more evident. And I have family, I have friends, and I have outreach. But what I don't have is a girlfriend. What I don't have is a wife. What I don't have is a partner. Let's take a look at this sign again. See if anything's changed. Wow, are they really? Yeah, huh? The red line has gone kablooey. Woe to you, oh rider of public transportation. I already feel awful enough. I don't need this. Nah, I need to seek an alternate route. I want to wrap this up so I can get online and be like, where's my bus? What are you doing, you silly peoples? Oh, no, Ashmont train is 1 minute away. All right, cool. All right, see? And it does fix itself, doesn't it? The self-healing public transportation. You know what I'm grateful for? Nurses. Seriously, I'll tell you, grateful and blessed for nurses like Nurse Dottie and Nurse Carolyn and all the other nurses, I can't remember their names right now, who took such good care of my mother in palliative care while she hospiced at the hospital. We wanted to bring her home. That was her big dream, was to come home. She had a couple of last minute things she wanted to do, and she wouldn't have been strong enough if she got home. No. I mean, it was so shocking. I mean, as soon as they took her oxygen away and gave her a bit more morphine, I mean, she was gone within an hour. That's how bad it was. That's how far it progressed. I mean, she was basically on life support. She was completely her old, ebullient, cheerful, plucky, fierce, feisty self. Up until they took the oxygen, she made the choice. This is it. All right, we're doing this. That was her mission, was to go out gracefully on her own volition. And I was there. We held her hand. May I be so lucky. I don't have children. always make a joke like that. I'm gonna die alone because I don't have a partner. I don't have a wife. I don't have any kids. It's a bad joke too, but it's kind of true in a way. But I am grateful and blessed for those nurses and the doctor too. His name was Doctor Who. That's no joke. H.U. He must get a lot of jokes about that. I didn't even occur to me until right now to make that joke. Really? Alrighty. I ride the bus, you ride the bus, on the bus. Here we go. Okay, well, that wasn't that bad for a delay, huh? Oh, boy. I am grateful for those nurses. I mean, I still got Nurse Dottie, she called me last week to check in on me.
Next stop.
I'm already back at work. I feel okay. It's like when I just feel bad. I don't feel like I properly mourned. Like, when's it? I know what mourning is. I know what grief is. I've read the Kubler-Ross book on death and dying. No, on grief and grieving. And it's, I read it a couple of years back. First my stepbrother passed away, then my best work friend passed away suddenly from a heart attack at work. And I was left with panic and anxiety after that, but also, I read some books. I read the famous Kubler-Ross book on grief and grieving, and it helped, So I understand what to expect. I understand the shape of it, the 5 steps, the 5 stages.
Entering
I get it.
Square.
And I shouldn't feel bad that, it'll come in its time. It'll pop like a zit. The zit has to come to its head before you can pop it. Sorry, shaky camera. It's like John McTiernan's Die Hard 3. But yeah, I mean, and I'm not saying this to get attention or anything. Seriously, I mean, like, it's just more of an acknowledgement. Like, geez, I've never felt lonelier. I am alone. Like, the one woman in the world that never gave up on me and that loved me the most is gone. And that's life, huh?
Ashmont.
But it's Wednesday, new comic book day. We'll go to the comic book shop after work and, help support my local comic book shop.
Next stop,
It's important to me. And, there's only so much I can talk about it, before, and I don't want to be get clipped like Star Wars Theory crying on YouTube because people love to dogpile on weakness, especially men being weak, showing their, emotions. I mean, it's a cruel world we live in, and nothing so justifies that cliche as social media and the internet, Twitter, YouTube. I can't even talk about Facebook or Insta. I'm not on those platforms. But I have, I'm counting them. Was it too soon to take another dose of panic pills? No, I actually have a doctor. I know what to do. And I'm grateful and blessed for my network, for my outreach. And I got a good night's sleep. I got a solid breakfast. The tea is working. It was a little delayed. Expect delays sometimes. Seek alternate routes. And, but yeah, I mean, but when I'm suffering and I feel lonely, I know that there are some people in this world that got a lot less than I do. And I should be grateful and humbled and blessed for what I have. And I do, and I am. Like the unhoused guy I can see in the next car over. mumbling to himself. I mean, that guy's got it bad. It's like one thing we say about culture and world politics. You know, the poor in the United States of America got it better than some of the rich did just a couple of hundred years ago. Creature comforts, leisure time, health, access to health care, whether it's free or whether it's, whatever it is. I mean, I don't have answers. All I have are more questions. But I have perspective through my gratitude. It makes me focus on what I have and not what I don't have. And I'm looking, and every morning you see these unhoused people in the subway stations. Hey, ¿qué onda?
The destination of this train is Ashmont.
I don't know. It is hard. Losing a parent. Losing a wife. And losing, a child. Like someone that's immediately close to you like that. I've experienced death before. A few times. So much so that I'm traumatized for it.
Next stop,
I wouldn't classify
Square.
my mom's passing as traumatic, no. We expected that. We anticipated that. We were somewhat prepared for it. You're never ready for it. And you never welcome it. But in a way, she didn't suffer. She didn't have to spend years on chemotherapy. She didn't have to, get addicted to opioids to manage her pain or something, I know people that have. Those are tragic stories. There's so many things to be grateful for and to feel blessed. And gratitude has the ability to make you see that, to make you see like what you have and not dwell on what you don't have. Yet all the same, you're a human being. You have feelings. And this is a very stressful, grief-filled time. But it just makes it obvious that, gosh, you are alone, kid. But you did it to yourself, didn't you? If you were a better person, you would probably have a partner. If you had more money, you would definitely have a partner. Chicks love money. They put up with guys that have money. They know I'm a pauper. So what chick's going to put up with me? They don't, obviously. But, the whole, getting a kiss, getting a hug, tenderness. Just a hand on the shoulder from that loved one, from that partner. I'm not talking about, your family or your friends in a way. I'm talking about just, maybe I'm just a hopeless romantic. I used to be a hopeful romantic. No, I'm not going to waste my hope on that. I'll waste my hope on other things. And it won't be a waste of hope. But yeah, it's like grieving, dealing with grief, and I have outreach. I can call my doctor. If I actually believed in talk therapy anymore, I would be there already. I would have checked my network, got a therapist that, is in my network and won't dump me after the 6th visit because there was a paperwork boo-boo. That's what happened to me last time, and I'm like, fuck this. Fuck talk therapy, sorry. I mean, because you have to become very vulnerable to get any traction in therapy, and then to have that, taken away from you.
Entering Central Square.
Kind of shows its limitations. It did to me. But I got something, maybe, there was some kind of weird spiritual exchange there. When I gave up on talk therapy, gratitude entered my life. This gratitude list. A simple gratitude list. Never suggested by a therapist. Suggested by an ex-felon, by an ex-con, a felon, who was a recovering
The
addict.
destination of this train is at
Yeah. So there's hope for that unhoused guy. He can do it. He can do it if he chose to. God bless you, man. Man. I thank God, and I thank my family and my friends and my blessings that, that I didn't make a series of choices that led me to that conclusion. I remain grateful. I remain positive. I am my mother's son. I am just an acorn to her tree. But she passed. And it's only been 2 weeks. And I am sad. And I am alone. I mean, in the big picture way. Not like... I mean, I have a wonderful family and I have wonderful friends. They're just a phone call away. They really are. So if there are any of my loved ones watching this, don't worry. You're okay. You're right there. I know you are. My YouTube community, they care about, my gosh, what an outpouring of condolences and thoughts. And my stepfather was showing me a video of all the condolence cards we got. And he will call everyone back and talk to them and thank them. And they share stories about Maureen. And he tells me about it. And I'm part of that because he's like, I'm up here in Boston working. And he's down there in the South Shore in Quincy. It's not that far away. It's less than an hour on this red chariot. Thank you for being part of my process too, for letting me spill my guts in front of the world on this ye old internet here. Maybe these dashes and dots and bits and bytes make it out to the stars, like my mom did. Maybe this stuff, they say the internet is forever. Well, maybe it is, as if it's been turned into a bandwidth and beamed out in outer space on a beam of light.
Entering Kendall MIT.
I know, huh?
MIT
And
Cambridge
but thank
Center.
you so very much. A little extended version today. Well, because we got delayed on the T, geez, it's 5:36 a.m. Look, my grandfather said, you'll never be late for work if you're always a little early. Thank you, Grandpa. Thank you, Grandma. Thank you, Auntie Jojo. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Brother Eric. Thank you, Brother Scott. And everyone that I'm forgetting right now, but it's time to go to work. And I'm grateful for those nurses. Today's grateful and blessing is I gotta send them YouTube buddy. I gotta send them an edible arrangement to the nurses and the doctors at South Shore Hospital in South Weymouth, Massachusetts, that took such good care of my mom. All right. Hey, no, we gotta go see the sunrise. Let's do this right. Because it is a new day. We're going to make it. And we're going to make the day the best as what we can. The sun rises that way. It's a Wednesday, a new comic book day. The sun rises. To paraphrase the Odin. All right, you have a wonderful day. Thank you. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. Please like and subscribe. Smash that like button. Turn on those notifications. Ring that bell. If you haven't already subscribed yet. This is Reverend Sully's Morning Gratitude Show. Dealing with grief 2 weeks after the passing of my mom. And it's dealing with it. And I will be dealing with it. And thank you. All right. Bye-bye.